I will be making a special video. What is up, everyone? Here's Flame Up Guy here once again, and today I'm going to be making a special video that I have been planning to make since about the end of the Cardinals season has ended. And yes, today's Friday. It's taken me almost a week to figure this out, and I've been pretty busy. My birthday's coming up. And plans with that set up too. But today I will going to be making my top 10 favorite Cardinals players of 2016. That's right. So I'm just on like the I guess the website or something. So yeah, but let's get started. Now, this is all just personally my opinion. And some people may, if you're Cardinals fans or just baseball fans in general, you might have told different opinions about this, but this is my personal opinion. So, let's get started. Number 10, this might surprise some people, but number 10 is actually the young pitcher, Reyes. That's right. He is 22 years old, I believe. And the reason why I just think that he is just a very good pitcher is I just think that, let's see, yeah, he's 22 years old. He was born August 29th, 1994. And I just personally think that he just really once he, got called up from AAA, I just think he just played great. And I was just surprised to see him play that well. He really played well in September. And when like Michael Walker was gone, he just, in my opinion, just played great. I just love seeing his stuff. He can throw pitches up to 100 miles an hour. So yeah. And once when he came up, Yadi was just teaching the facts and stuff about pitching and stuff. So yeah, and he also did play pretty well down at AAA. So yeah. Number 9 is going to have to be that man, Grichuk. That's right. I think he had a very good season, especially with his hitting, and he did play. His defense did okay. Of course, remember that there was one game. It was actually recently. It was actually back on September 29th. He was playing center field and he missed a play, which was honestly kind of embarrassing. So his defense has been okay, but his offense, I think, has actually been very well. Of course, right when he got called back up from Memphis, AAA Memphis, he did great. Of course, on what was the day? The day was August 13th, I believe. August 12th or 13th, he had a grand slam. His first career grand slam as a member of the Cardinals. So that was just great to see. Oh yeah, and actually the grand slam that he had on August 13th was on his 25th birthday. And I remember that. So that was just awesome to see. Number 8 is going to have to be the big number 50. That's right, player that we've had for about 10 to 11 years, and that is Wainwright. I think he has played pretty strong for us. I will always remember Wainwright. Of course, back on July 16th, he pitched a complete game, which was actually also when we were celebrating our 10th anniversary of our 06 World Series, and he pitched a complete game, ended it, and just like his fellow friend Yadi just like ending in the World Series. So that was awesome. See, in my opinion, that was his best moment this year for Wayno. So that's number 8, Wainwright. He's actually always been my favorite, and this year he's been decent. So yeah. Number 7 is actually going to have to be a player that we have to say goodbye, and that is number 7, Matt Holliday. Some people may not think this, but I honestly think he was. Honestly, I really like what he did this season until he got on the disabled list when he broke his thumb. But still, I just think that he really played great defensively, in my opinion, and offensively. He had quite a bit of home runs. So yeah, I just personally really liked what he did this season. Till when, the time on the disabled list, which stinks, but had to happen. So, that's Holiday who we have to say goodbye to. But he's been playing for quite a long time. Of course, he used to play for the Rockies, so yeah. Number 6, Brandon Moss. Yes, Brandon Moss, he is the player of the season that has hit the most home runs for our club. I take that back. Jedd, gyorko, and Brandon Moss actually hit the most home runs for us this season. But Brandon Moss, he, he's been playing a lot of different places defensively. But I just really like him. And he actually played really solid for the A's and okay for the Indians, in my opinion. But I just like Brandon Moss. And of course, once he had to get on the disabled list, stink, but I just don't think that he's been having a strong season. Or he had a strong season. Number 5 is going to have to be, in my opinion, our best pitcher. That is Carlos Martinez. That's right. A lot of people might think this, honestly. A lot of broadcasters, the Cardinals broadcasters, thought that Carlos Martinez and Alex Reyes were our best pitchers. And I agree. Well, in my opinion, actually, I think Carlos Martinez and Wainwright were our best pitchers. But I definitely do think Alex Reyes has been good too. But this one I think is our best one. Carlos Martinez. He's just great. No doubt about it. He really just had a great season. Of course, back when he had almost out of the career high 13 strikeouts. And he could have pitched a complete game, but he didn't. And he actually could have pitched more complete games this season. But whatever. So that's Martinez. Been great this season. Number 4, Stephen Piscotty. That's right. I really think that he was our best player with runners in scoring position this season, especially with the bases loaded, because he could do so much with the bases loaded. He's just awesome. Really is. 2 grand slams. One of them was in May, one of them was in July. So man, he should be doing great, especially with, 3-2 count pitches or 0-2 count pitches. Been just doing great. So, that's Piscotty. And I think he really has been doing well for our club. When we've had him pretty much, so. Number 3 is going to have to be Yadi and Molina. That's right. He's just been having possibly the best second half I've ever seen of him. He's just been it's just surprised me of how good of a second half he had this season. And it really surprised everyone, honestly. So, yeah. And he's been playing for quite a long time, even though he's only 34 years old. Next season could possibly be his last season. Though 2018 could be his last season, but you never know. So that's Yadi. Just surprised me so much how good he had the second half. Played very good defensively, but in my opinion, he played more better on offense this season. He hit, around 10 home runs. Or no, I believe it was actually 8 home runs. So, yeah. So now we're down to the final 2. Number 2 is going to have to be the player that has hit the most home runs for us this season. And that is Jedd gyorko, the former Padre. Was I impressed by the season that he had this season? Honestly, I was. I mean, when the season started, I kind of thought, I thought he might have an okay season, but especially the series that he had, in that 4-game series at home against the Padres, against his former team, he just played so well. In my opinion, that was probably the best series I've ever seen of him. 4-game series in July at home against the Padres. So, that's gyorko. Just a great player. He really played great. Really played good for the Padres. So yeah. And he did play good on defense, but I think he played a lot better on offense this season, honestly. He had exactly 30 home runs, and he really gave us some good wins. Now that brings it to number 1. That's right. You see it.